Okay, I'm on my way to Germany, and there's a reason for that. I used to have this American Express card and this Visa card issued by MBNA, and they were tied up to my Lufthansa Miles and More account. Every time you spend, you earned miles, and they would go towards flights. What could possibly go wrong? Well, I received a very nice email telling me that Miles and More and MBNA had gone their separate ways, and as a result I had a certain amount of time to use the miles, otherwise they would expire. It was a case of if you abuse them and don't use them, you lose them. So I am forced to go to Germany this weekend to use these air miles. I'm sure you can feel my pain. So I'm off to Berlin. One thing I should point out, however, there are no direct flights between Glasgow and Berlin, so I'm going to have to change in Munich. That is not a bad thing, because I have managed to get access to the Lufthansa Business class lounge at Munich, even though I'm travelling economy class down the back of the aircraft, so that should be good. So what can you expect this weekend? Well, I'm glad you asked. There are going to be different airlines, different hotels. There's going to be German sausages and beer. There's going to be attractions and culture. There's going to be a market, German sausages and beer. And oh yeah, I'm going to see Hertha Berlin play Werder Bremen at the Olympic Stadium as well. And did I mention there's going to be German sausages and beer? Anyway, first things first, I need to get through security, and then I'll speak to you once I'm airside in that direction. To Glasgow Airport's upper deck lounge. On TripAdvisor, some people say it's actually not too bad. Some people say it's a waste of money. So we'll find out. Well, that was the upper deck lounge at Glasgow Airport. If you went there for a hearty breakfast, forget it, because the actual range is very limited. But you might go there for the relaxation and the ambiance. But apart from that, don't go for the food, because there's very little selection at breakfast time. Right, I have to find out what gate I'm leaving from. Okay, I've got a flight to catch. I have travelled on around about 45 different airlines. Some of them sadly don't exist anymore, but I've never been on Lufthansa before, so this is the first for me.
ausfallen können. Und überprüfen Sie auch nochmals die Sitztaschen vor Ihnen, damit Sie jetzt keine persönlichen Gegenstände oder Wertsachen an Bord.
Well, I've got 2 hours and 50 minutes to kill between flights. I could sit near the departure gate, or I could go here. Well, that was a very busy lounge. I arrived mid-afternoon and there was hardly a seat available. Right, onto my gate. Well guys, I've got a confession to make. I have a love-hate relationship with technology. I use a PC all day, I use different applications, and I use different booking tools, but when it comes to technology I have no luck whatsoever. So I decided this time, as I'm going to Berlin, because I know the city, because I know the public transport, and I'm quite comfortable with the city, I'm going to go all tech. So tonight I'm staying at the Hampton by Hilton at Alexanderplatz, and you can download an app which allows you to check in online and select your room. And I thought, fantastic, what could possibly go wrong? Well, for starters, I had technical problems. I have checked in online, but I don't have a room number. So that's 1-0 to technology. So today I decided I'm going to use my phone, and I'm going to use that as a boarding pass, and that worked. So it's a 1-1 tie at the moment. In about 15-20 minutes I'm going to be boarding a flight to Berlin. I'm going to be using the old phone again, and hopefully this will work. The electronic boarding pass worked a second time.
Herzlich willkommen in Berlin Tegel, meine Damen und Herren. Bitte bleiben Sie auch so lange sitzen, bis die Anschnallzeichen über Ihnen erloschen sind.
Berlin's unusual for a European capital. It doesn't have a rail system to the city centre, so we have to catch a bus. Something very un-German happened today. There was a strike, public transport strike. As far as I know, it stopped by midday today. It's around about 6 p.m, so I think I missed it by 6 hours, which was a good thing. Right, the bus stop. Well, that was total carnage. For a country that prides itself in being efficient and organised, they haven't quite gotten a grasp of how to form a line or a queue to get onto a bus yet. It was an absolute free-for-all, and I was just shoved straight in. Mind you, I just spent 20 minutes against a rather attractive Spanish woman, so it wasn't a total loss. Anyway, the bus to Alexanderplatz has now decided, but driver has decided he's just stopping here at the main train station, so I have to now catch a train to get to Alexanderplatz. I'll get there eventually. Three minutes till the next train. I've been very naughty. I haven't got a ticket. I'm just going to play the dumb tourist thing. Well, I've made it to Alexanderplatz. Not quite the way I was expecting, but I got here all the same. As it turns out, that bus ticket I had is valid in areas A and B in Berlin, which means I can swap between buses and trains without feeling too guilty. The plan of action was to buy a drink and some snacks for the hotel room and maybe do a little bit of shopping. I've got a bit of a shopping list, but after the sort of day I've had with crowds and whatever, especially that bus, that was a nightmare. I'm going to just check in at the Hampton by Hilton, or at least finish the check-in process, and then I'm going to freshen up, and then I'm going to head out and I'm going to buy something for the room tonight and start on my shopping list. On my shopping list I've got such diverse things as smoked cheese, German chocolate, schnapps in miniature bottles, and horse meat. Now there is a story behind the horse meat, but I'll save that for another day. Right, my hotel, Hampton by Hilton, is right up there. I'm going to take this opportunity to explain to you what I'm up to regarding these hotels. I'm staying in 3 different hotels, and the first one is Hampton by Hilton. Tomorrow I'll be staying at the Hotel Indigo, which is part of the Intercontinental Hotel Group, and on Sunday night I'll be staying at the Park Inn, which is part of the Radisson Hotel Group. So 3 large chains, all similar hotels, and all within about 2 minutes walk of each other. The Hampton by Hilton is right in front of it. 41. It's not easy to do this with one hand. There we go. Well guys, I requested a queen room with a view, and that's exactly what I got, and I'm really quite happy. It cost me around about £63 per night, which was a non-refundable, non-changeable rate, but I knew I was coming anyway, so why not go for it? It's a little more than my budget, but I thought I need to do it because, being a member of Hilton Honours, I have points accumulated over the years. I haven't stayed at a Hilton property for probably over a year, and I was conscious of the fact that if you don't keep adding to these points, you're going to lose them. So I thought, best of both worlds, I can stay at a Hampton for the first time, I'm staying in Berlin, and I'm keeping my points live. Right, after that very sweaty, very sticky bus trip from Tegel Airport to the Hauptbahnhof, I'm really quite bleh. So I'm going to freshen up, might have a shower, and then we'll go out and we'll start tackling this shopping list that I've got. I also want to get a drink and some munchies for the room tonight. It's only 7 o'clock, but I'm really not that hungry because I was stuffing my face at the Lufthansa Business Class lounge at Munich. Thumbs up to that place. So, I'll see you in a little while. I requested online a room with a view over the main road, and I certainly got one. I forgot to tell you, there's another reason why I decided to stay at a Hampton by Hilton, because Hamptons always include breakfast in the rates, which means I can load up tomorrow morning before I hit the road. Well, I'll tell you, that shower was fantastic. I rate hotels on 4 things. Location, Alexanderplatz, you've got everything you need here. 2, the view. The dreaded car park view does nothing for me. 3, breakfast. We'll see what they have tomorrow, but a bit of toast and some butter doesn't do it for me. And 4, the shower. These showers that have just the water that dribbles down, no. That was a really good shower, really strong, powerful one. So far I'm really impressed. We'll see about the breakfast tomorrow. Anyway, we're out to do some shopping now. That's where I'm going to be staying on Sunday night. Berlin is my favourite European city, and Alexanderplatz is my favourite part of Berlin. I couldn't be happier to be back here. Well, unfortunately that goes down as an epic fail. I seem to remember there was a shop down in the bowels of Alexanderplatz station. The only thing they've got is a small Spar Express shop, which really doesn't sell much. I'm going to have to keep an eye open for an Aldi or a Lidl tomorrow, and I might even do some research if I can get the Wi-Fi working at my hotel tonight. Right, back to the Hampton by Hilton. I just want to show you how close these 3 hotels are that I'm staying in. Hampton by Hilton is there, the red sign. Hotel Indigo is there, and the Park-In is there. Well, I think that'll do for today. Tomorrow is going to be an action-packed day. You're going to see some German technology, a market, and, I can't wait, Hertha Berlin playing Werder Bremen at the Olympic Stadium. So you got to tune in. There's also going to be probably some German sausages and some beer, but mainly the football tomorrow, Hertha Berlin. Okay, hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe. I need your support, and I'll see you tomorrow in part 2.